Okay. E.T.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
42.
You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Show who's in charge, hit you with shoulder charge. Leader of the pack, leader of the squad. Right from the kickoff, I give it my all. You not the center of attention, take a hype, be gone. I'm official like a referee with whistle, super pixel. My potential sharp as pencil, got a missile. Drop back and I launch that. Hands good, so we caught that. Next play, they fall back. I tell them to move the chains. I got moves for days. I just do it my way. Sun, snow, or rain. Nobody seeing me. DBs is double teaming me. Speedy feet, free me up, leave me open, throw it for a TD easily. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Yeah, I'm playing for keeps, I'm running it up, what you gon' do? I'm watching the rock, I'm making a stop, I'm coming through. No need to block, cause you can't stop a raging bull. Break out the huddle, make you fumble, return to your coach to humble you, sub you out. You underperforming, me and my team is forming up a W. Any formation, no way or home field advantages. You get these damages, I'm in great stamina, we want championships. I'm racking up every season, check out my resume. Taking out your team on to the next, whoever's in my way. Rookie to an MVP, I'm always player of the game. Unanimous decision when they send me to the Hall of Fame. Hey, you can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Yeah. Okay. E.T.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
42.
You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Show who's in charge, hit you with shoulder charge. Leader of the pack, leader of the squad. Right from the kickoff, I give it my all. You not the center of attention, take a hype, be gone. I'm official like a referee with whistle, super pixel. My potential sharp as pencil, got a missile. Drop back and I launch that. Hands good, so we caught that. Next play, they fall back. I tell them to move the chains. I got moves for days. I just do it my way. Sun, snow, or rain. Nobody seeing me. DBs is double teaming me. Speedy feet, free me up, leave me open, throw it for a TD easily. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Yeah, I'm playing for keeps, I'm running it up, what you gon' do? I'm watching the rock, I'm making a stop, I'm coming through. No need to block, cause you can't stop a raging bull. Break out the huddle, make you fumble, return to your coach to humble you, sub you out. You underperforming, me and my team is forming up a W. Any formation, no way or home field advantages. You get these damages, I'm in great stamina, we want championships. I'm racking up every season, check out my resume. Taking out your team on to the next, whoever's in my way. Rookie to an MVP, I'm always player of the game. Unanimous decision when they send me to the Hall of Fame. Hey, you can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're live, and we got some good news today. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. And this stream is just an impromptu stream. We went ahead and decided to release an update, a big update. And this is it on the Steam page here. We're going to go over it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go through some things in the game and just share it with you guys. I'm a little under the weather, but feeling all right overall. So, yeah, sit back and we're going to go through this together. So let me know in the comments about questions or comments you guys have. I'll be watching the comments as usual. And no camera today. Didn't feel like putting it on. No lights in my face. So just doing a chill stream with you guys and hanging out. So first off, I want to say thanks to everybody on the beta team for all of your help and continued help in everything that you guys do. I know you guys are, pretty big fans of the game, and it's helpful to have friends, right? To have people to help you, and a lot of this stuff couldn't be done without them. So I'm going to try to zoom in here, see if I can get like a better view of this for you guys, but let's see if I can do that. That's probably better. But we're going to go through some of these changes here, and then I'll show you in game how they look. Let me know if the sound is cool. Everybody's okay with the sound, and everything sounds okay. And we'll get rolling. We'll get rolling. Am I adding XFL rules? Yeah, I wish. No XFL. I mean, this is just, it's football, man. It's pro football. Let's put it that way. But we're going to go ahead and walk through this stuff here and just talk through some of this with you guys and, just show you what we got. But yeah, today's Tuesday, April 11th. And the first thing that we're going to kind of discuss, which is the elephant in the room here, is the title, right? It's called Console Ready. So the reason why it's called Console Ready is because we're getting closer and closer to consoles. This stream's being done right now in the middle of the day, and, I'll keep it on the archives for people to watch. But really, I wanted to share where we are with the game, where we are with this update here, and just basically give you guys a full update on what's going on. And like I said, if you have any questions or have anything you want to throw up in the chat, I'll be trying to keep up with that. It's always hard to keep up with that, but I got it here, and I think I'm pretty much set to do everything. I'm finally learning how to do streaming on my large monitor. I have a widescreen monitor, and it's huge. So it's kind of nice to go through that. Let me just make sure I'm live before, because I've had this happen before. I think I am, but let me just double check. Maybe somebody, can you guys tell me if I'm live? I should be. Oh, why does it say, it's weird. It says we have 48 viewers in here. Let's see how many we really have. Yeah, we got 49 people in here. Damn. Yeah. We got to do that. I think I'm live, like I did. Yeah, live enough. All right, cool. So the big question, right, is consoles. Like, when are we coming out to consoles? And as you can see here in the notes, we don't have official news yet. I know you guys are going to be upset about that, but at the same time, we can't give official news yet just because we don't have an actual date. There are pieces that are happening that are behind the scenes that we can't really share right now, but bottom line is, until those pieces come out and get fixed, my publisher, Top Hat Studios, they can't release an official date, but it's coming very soon. I would say probably 2 months max, right? Anywhere within now and then. right? But it's probably going to be about a month to 2 months minimum before this comes out. I know it's not what you guys want to hear for the guys who are on console, but keep in mind that this game, the publisher was at GDC and this past couple weeks ago, and they were talking to the game maker people, and they were saying how they were actually talking to one guy in particular. He was kind of the head of the development area. And basically what that means is this guy, they were talking to him about Legend Bowl. And as soon as they brought up the name Legend Bowl, the guy's like, yeah, we all are very familiar with Legend Bowl. And it's not because they play the game. It's because the game has been in their queue to support issues with their engine, right? So Yo-Yo Games are the people who make Game Maker. And like any other engine, they have issues. They have games that run well on it, games that don't run as well, and complicated games, simple games, and they have the whole entire gamut of spectrum of games, right? So from my publisher's feedback, they told me that Game Maker, the guy from Game Maker, the head guy from Game Maker said that Legend Bowl is the most complex game ever made on their engine. And that's a pretty important piece here to remember, and especially with the porting process, because if that's the case, then the port, it's not an easy port. And I knew it wasn't going to be an easy port, but it is what it is. And the guys at Top Hat, they've been doing the best that they can do. And they've really done a lot of great work for the game. And we're right there. We're at the point where the game just needs a couple of final tweaks and a couple of things from Yo-Yo Games. And the game's going to be ready to go. And so we have no official news yet, but get ready in the next month or two. Definitely in the next month, you're going to start hearing some things. You're going to start hearing some news about it, and it's going to be a lot. So that's the update for all you console guys. Every time people ask me on Twitter about consoles or on Discord, just know that as soon as I can say anything, and you guys know that I've been as transparent as possible, and I do everything here for the community. I'm a gamer. I love football. I love sports games. I wish AAA did half of the stuff that I do, and indies do. And so you guys are going to get the latest. So just follow me on Twitter and join the Discord if you're not on there, and you guys will get updated as soon as things come out. Now, that's kind of the console news, right? But we're calling this console ready because we are officially done with updates on this game. Like, this is the final major update to the game. If there's any bugs or any issues, then, obviously I'll take care of that. But on PC, and this has been pushed out over to the publisher to get it on Epic, on the Epic Store and GOG, but this is the Steam. It's on Steam right now. The link's in the description below if you want to go check it out. But this is a huge update. This was an update that I started working on probably back in early December, right? The last version that's out is 1038. This is 1039. And this is a major, major update. Too bad it's not 104, but I could have called it something else. But bottom line is, this is a huge update that's months of work, months and months and months of work, right? And like I said, the beta guys really were crucial in this update. So yeah. And if you have questions, I'm trying to read the chat. Steam Deck career freezing, any fixes coming up? Steam Deck, I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard of freezes for Steam Deck, but go ahead and put them in the Discord. And if it's anything that we can resolve, we'll try to. Now that this update is actually out, I'm going to submit this over to Steam Deck to get it verified, and I'll try to work on that. But other than Steam Deck and any major bugs, this is the final update. So GOG and Epic, Diana White, that's I just uploaded the build to the publisher. They have to pass it over to Epic and GOG, they're going to do that today, hopefully. And I don't know what the turnaround time is for those two, but they should be up there very soon. I can try to, keep an eye on it and push it as fast as I can. Okay. So just, bear with those two stores. They're not as easy to update as Steam. So just keep that in mind. All right, now let's get on to this thing. We got a lot to cover here and I want to get moving. So this is one of the major pieces that are on here, and you guys are going to see this in the game, but we have a brand new page, a brand new screen in the franchise mode that tracks all-time leaders. All right. So we wanted to add some more depth and immersion to the franchise mode, especially when people retire or you have trades or things like that happen. Like, we want people that have been in the league to get tracked across the league and for as many years, because remember, the franchise mode is an infinite amount of years that you can play until your computer basically doesn't have any more storage left. I don't know. We've never really tested it to the final piece. So this page is in the previous versions that were out prior to today. You would play in your franchise, and when a player would retire or they would get traded, like all of their stats and everything, once they retire, they basically would be lost, right? And now what this page does is it actually captures those all-time leaders. And you start out with, when you first start your franchise, now you're going to have a setting that says, do you want to start with, with the preloaded? And we have a list of preloaded Hall of Famers that are already in the game that come with it. Or do you want to start from scratch and create your own Hall of Fame list? And what that does is the leaders from week 1 will be tracked on here, right? But if you have previous, actually that's how it works in real time. So anybody, no matter what week it is, as soon as you pass whatever stat, this one's sacks, for instance, whatever stat is on here. Let's say you're 133. Let's say down here your guy just got 133 or 134 sacks, and it's week 3, right, of your team, of your season. He'll automatically come up here, and he'll actually show up with his current team, and he'll show up with the jersey. So we're going to go into that as we get into the game, but this is a huge piece of the puzzle that we wanted to add into the game, because now it gives you that legacy and that immersion that you have with multiple years of franchise, and it gives you goals, right? It gives you a way to say, okay, I want to get on this page. How do I get on this page? How's my team doing? How are my players doing? So it's a very deep mode or screen, and to me, it's a huge piece to the puzzle to complete this franchise mode for now and get it to the point where you have something to play for beyond what was already in the game, which is already pretty solid, to be honest. But this is just another level, and it shows their trophies on here. We're going to go into that, like I said, when we get to the game. So yeah, man, no problem, Michael. I appreciate the support from everybody. Cody, thanks. It's been a long grind. It's going to be 6 years this year that I've been working on this game. So it's been a long time coming, and consoles is going to be, the piece that hopefully sets it off. But we have the new franchise all-time leaders. We have pre-snap motions that are in the game. This is another huge piece of it. This is actually even bigger than the all-time leaders in a sense, because this is pre-snap motion on the field when you're about to hike the ball. So when you're at the line of scrimmage, we are going to give you the option to pre-snap motion your players, your receivers, and we're going to show you that live in game in this stream here. QB AI improved. So QB AI is like radically improved because we didn't have enough runs in the game. There weren't enough enough differentiation with QBs. Some QBs wouldn't throw long enough or throw the ball away when they were getting under pressure. There weren't enough sacks. Like, there's a whole number of things that the QB position has changed in the game, like sacks, line play. Like there's a lot of things that are changing in this update that have improved the quality of the game. So if you haven't played the game in a while and you're on here checking out to see, you know, what's new, go check the game out, play around with it, and you're going to start seeing the real major differences in the gameplay is on the QB side of the fence, where they have just gotten a nice beef up in their AI and their decision making, and when they throw desperate throws, who they throw to. Another thing I didn't put on here, which should be part of the highlight, is the sim engine had a major, not major, but it had a pretty nice set of improvements and balancing. So stats are going to be better on the sim engine. And so keep an eye on your simmed season so you can, you know, get a feel for what's changed. The last thing on here, which is pretty solid as well, is I know everybody wants the NFL. They want the pro license. You know, we're not going to get that anytime soon. So what we did was we created a pro set roster. It's called Pro Set 23. If you go to your rosters and check it out, and we're going to look at that in game as well. And that's basically a fictitious roster that resembles the pro players in real life without the licensing stuff, right? So we did the best to kind of mimic what they have in the real life, but not obviously, you know, show the real names or show the real players, because we can't do that. So this is just a screenshot of the gameplay. But if you want to go ahead and read through this, I mean, this is a huge list of updates to the game. I put them in different sections. So you have gameplay, which is a lot in here for gameplay. And so you guys can go ahead and do that on your own time. So we don't waste too much time here. Sim engine, a number of improvements here. And there were so many improvements over so many days that capturing all of the changes, and I went through the code and the version history, and I tried to grab whatever I could, but it really was a lot, and there's more in there than actually comes in here, but I think I did a pretty good job of capturing the majority of what we did. We have franchise improvements as well. There are a number of things that were added or fixed in franchise. So, you know, just take a look closer and you guys will be able to see. There's some new settings as well I put in here, so you can focus on those if you want to see what's changed in the settings area. And then there's a whole number of miscellaneous fixes and updates. So that is basically the list of things that we are looking at today, right? So let's go ahead and check that out in the game. So now we're in the game. I'm going to go ahead and put the volume on here so you guys can hear this in the background, at least get a little bit of background noise going, and talk through some of this stuff. Yeah, career-ending injuries, that's a thing, right? That's going to happen. It's a very rare thing that happens, but it can happen in franchise mode. So let's go ahead and talk about the some of these settings here real quick that we have. So we have draft pool size. You can actually change the number of rookies that are in the game that come in your draft, because depending on how you play the game and, you know, what you do with the game, you might, you know, want to see a different set of draft players in there. So basically what that means is when you go into the draft, how many players do you want to see auto generate into your draft? And you can actually change this around. You can put it as high as, I think we did 1,000, and then you can go as low as like 225, right? Because you need at least that many, a little bit less, but you need pretty much this many to get through the draft. So let's put that back to 500 for now. But you can play around with these settings and you know, and do whatever you think you like for these. The franchise one also is preload leaders. That's the other one you're going to want to look at. That's the one I was talking about with the all-time. You can either have it preloaded with what comes in the game, and we have descriptions on the right here. You can take a look at that. Or you can turn it off where you just start with the stats that are in the current season. So whoever's leading passing, you're going to see them in there up front. But I like to keep that on, because that gives me a better, you know, it gives you more challenge to try to beat some of these all-time dudes that are out there, right? There's also some other settings in here. There's like a graphics. I put like a shadow setting so you can turn the shadows on or off. If you turn them off, and by the way, on Steam Deck, if you're having issues with performance on Steam Deck, this may help. I don't know. But that's in there as well. As far as gameplay goes, we also did QB Vision, which this one actually you can lock the camera down if you want now. If you put it on, let's leave it on Pro right now. So Pro means that QB skill ratings determine how far they can see down the field. So QB Vision, for those of you who don't know, is because it's a top-down game, the screen zooms out as your receivers run off the screen, right? So the deeper they go away from your QB, the more the screen zooms out. Now, if you set it to Pro, it's only going to zoom out if your quarterback is good enough, if their skill is good enough, right? If you go to Rookie on here, then it shows the entire field for everybody, no matter how good or bad your quarterback is. But we have a new setting that's Legend, that's set if you never wanted to zoom out and you want to get a harder, like anybody wants this game to be harder, right? It's there in case you want the game to be a little more challenging. And so that's a new setting there you're going to want to look out for. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the settings. And I do want to show you guys real quick the roster that's in here now. It's called Pro Set. So if you go to load and you go to Pro Set 23, I don't know why I have two of them in here. That might be an issue. But this should be it. So we'll take a look at that because there may be an issue where we have them both in there for some reason. But if you look at these rosters, and we'll go to my team here, and if we look at the actual lineups, you know, you're gonna get players that resemble the real players in real life, right? And so check this out, because you're gonna be able to see some of those people in here that you like on your team, right? And I'm gonna go through, I guess we can do it through lineups. I'm gonna go through like all the different teams. Like we try to put logos that match the real logos with our logos, right? So like the Chicago Bruins. This is a badass roster, guys. So for those of you who want the real life experience, the NFL experience, but you can't get it with this game and you don't want to deal with modding, well, this is a pretty cool roster that, you know, gives you something to chew on. So yeah, I would definitely take a look at this, see if you guys enjoy it. But it's a pretty nice roster, and the game just looks sweet, man. It looks sweet with these rosters. I think it's, I mean, you know, we all know who this is, right? So like it's got the pieces, but it doesn't have the, you know, because we can't use the real stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So check that out. I'm not going to go too far deep into it, but there's a lot of cool teams in here, and you guys are going to be happy with that. Yeah, better lawyer up, right? Hey, we don't have anything NFL in here. There's nothing they can sue us for, because we don't have the actual names. We don't have player likeness. We have, you know, it's a, what do you call it? It's inspired by the NFL. Let's put it that way. So, what else do we have? We have a lot. I want to go into some, and these rosters are, by the way, beta team, if you guys are watching, check out to see why I have two Pro Set. I'm not sure why that is. I can look at my actual folder real quick while I'm here and see. I only have one in my folder, so that's kind of odd that I saw two, unless I wasn't seeing things right. Hold on. Pro Set, pass rush. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing two of them. But let's take a look at that on the Discord and see if we can get that taken care of. I may need to push out a new build, but that's a very minor thing. So if we go into the actual game, the gameplay I got set to, I have it set to Superstar. QB Vision's on Pro, Mobile QB, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some gameplay real quick and just go into practice mode and do full scrimmage. And I'll probably put somebody who's a fast QB. Let's go with Baltimore. We all know that Baltimore's got a fast QB, right? So we'll pick Baltimore, and we'll just pick whatever defense. Let's pick a good defense though, or an average defense. Who's an average defense? The Buffalo team's a good defense, right? Let's just try that. And we're going to skip the tutorial because I've done it a million times. So is LB2 going to have a true franchise? LB2, Legend Bowl 2, we don't know what it's going to have yet. That's to come, right? There's some pre-snap motion there. So the AI does pre-snap motions as well, and you can do pre-snap motion with the offense and the defense. We're going to do that manually in a minute. I just want to kind of see a couple plays here just to see how it all rolls out. That's an actual run there, obviously. And the QB, the AI QBs, if they're fast, they will choose to do runs. Let's talk about the QB stuff, right? So that's a nice. I love the pre-snap stuff, guys. It's so cool. Like that's an actual. See, that right there is a designated QB run. They got a fast QB. He's got a 91 speed, and they picked this play. And one thing that you guys benefit from, what's going on, Bobby? One of the things you guys benefit from is the beta team and the community on Discord. These guys are awesome. They put in so much time in the playbooks, in the rosters, and these plays. Like, this is a designated QB run, and the AI is calling it because he's a fast QB, and it didn't work out because he got hit right there. But you know, it's cool to see QBs run now. You're gonna have more differentiation between the QBs. Everyone's gonna feel a little different, whether it be a throwing QB or a fast QB or a smart QB or a greedy QB. They're going to act differently based on their traits and their skill levels, right? So you're going to see, even like calling pre-snap motion, like look at the defense go into motion there. And all that stuff is, oh, that was a desperate throw. See, that time he was under pressure and he threw it because he can either choose to run at that point or he can choose to throw it depending on his skill level and all that. But it's pretty advanced mechanics under the hood here, and you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to show in the game. The more you play it, you're going to be able to see. So when you go and you draft a certain team, whether it be defense or offensive, player, they should feel good, and that's why we did this. And I'm playing the new PGA Tour golf game from EA, and AAA games, like, they're good when it comes to the heavy lifting items like graphics, and they have the resources to do certain things that indies can't. But indies are really, if you're a good indie developer and you have a way to take the time to do things the right way, look at the rain just start raining like there. That's awesome. Even that, I love little touches like that in this game, where you're just playing the game and all of a sudden the rain comes down. And I think, and I could be mistaken, but I think fumbles happen a little bit more often in the rain, in bad weather. That might have been an update that we did with this game. I don't have the code open right now, but I swear we did that. Maybe the beta guys can chime in here and let me know. But, right now we're in the middle of a game and it starts raining, right? If you watch this gameplay, the reason why people love this game, the ones that play it and love it, they love it because they've taken the time to sit here and experience what the game has to offer under the hood. The graphics may turn some people off, but at the end of the day, like, I love these graphics. I think they look phenomenal, right? They have so much character and the game looks beautiful on the screen. But there are some people who just want AAA, and they also have to deal with AAA, which AAA wants to make money, right? They need to make money. A lot more than indies. Indies can put their passion and their heart into these games. So that's my rant on seeing this game come to life. Look at that. So he's under pressure. That's a great example of the QB engine that we have in here. He's under mad pressure, right? He's got He's got all these guys coming after him. They friggin' bulldozed the line there. Boom, 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 boom. They killed everybody there. And if we take a look at this line, 84, 80, 88, 87, 87. They're not bad. But these guys, 89, 77, not good. 85, 83. Okay, they got through for whatever reason, right? And that'll happen sometimes. It happens in real life sometimes. And so they got through, and he's under pressure. He's like, okay, where am I going to go? And right now he's making a decision. He's making a decision whether he's going to run or whether he's going to try to just throw a desperate throw. And he's rattled right now. And that was a rattled throw because he's got guys coming after him, right? This isn't just going to be like Tecmo Bowl where you just throw the ball and it's perfect. All of this stuff matters. This is the meat of the game. This is why the guys who love the X's and O's of football and guys like me who are sim football guys, when I see this game, because I don't always get to play it, I get excited, as you guys can tell, right? I'm in the code all the time. So when I get to see the game, I know that this is the fruit. These are the fruits from the labor that we did, right? As a team. This game is looking solid. And this update, I pushed it out because I was trying to wait for consoles to come out, but we decided as a team that we're going to push this thing out because I can't hold it anymore. You know, it's been ready for a little bit now, and it's got a lot in there that people are dying to see. So I'm just excited to share this with you guys, right? It's going to come to PS5, Archie. Like, I know you guys are excited about it. I know you guys can't wait for it. It's right around the corner. I mean, it's literally right around the corner, so it's going to happen soon. Let's just be some random teams here. I don't know. Who should we be? This is good. Actually, let's do this. Let's take a look at some of these comments here. I am copy it again. 100 respect the work you did. Literally the Fire Pro Wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, it's great for coach mode. Anybody who's doing sim leagues and wants to play this game, this engine is deep. This engine is deep. The guys who do the 3D football games, who are indies, it's so hard to get the game to run the best, right? Because you're so worried about other things that we don't have to worry as much about, right? Like the 3D model animations and all that. So let's take a look at the pre-snap stuff here. So when you pull up your plays, now you're going to have these new play art pieces that have the dots on them, right? And those hash lines are your play art, your pre-snap, I'm sorry. So what you can do is, obviously you can always audible, right? And you can cancel out of it. Your audibles have pre-snaps as well, motion. But if you want to go motion, you can pull this back and you can actually see the motion. Now I'm looking at the defensive motion too, and they have motion on the top if they want to, and they're not taking it just yet, but let's go ahead and motion. And you can motion twice, right? So you can motion once to see, I use it to see if they're in man coverage or not, right? And this one guy on the left was in man coverage. That's why he moved to the left and to the right. This is so cool to see. It just really is. Now, if you audible, you can't motion. You lost your chance to motion. So you only get 2 motions, right? You get one and then you get another. And if you switch your play, which I just switched it, the motions are already set. You can't motion again. That's it. You know, you don't want to sit here and motion for 3 hours, right? So let's just go ahead and do a play here. I got sacked, obviously. I tried to throw to O, but I don't know if there was an O out there, to be honest. Let's pick another pass here. Let's pick one of these cool animations. But pre-snap is so awesome. Like, it adds so much more to the game. And see, the defense just did it there. If I want to pre-snap in motion,
99.
he calls it out. You could bring him back,
Go.
right? Nice throw and blocked. I mean, I threw into double coverage there, right? So use pre-snap, guys. It's a new feature. It adds a lot more strategy to the game. When you're on the line and you're looking to see and you have to make a play, you're like, okay, are these guys on man zone? Okay, they're in man, so I'm going to push them back. So you can use it at the very least for that, right? And it's a cool feature to have. And like if I want to do, you can also do runs. So if you want to go, there's a couple things, right? There's QB sneak now. So if you want to do a QB sneak, if you have a short play, a short yardage situation, you can actually motion, and if you want, you could do the QB sneak. And what happens is he immediately tries to dive forward and get that 1 yard, right? And so we'll try it a few times just to see how well he does. But there's times where he gets it. There's times where he doesn't get it, right? And a lot of times you do get it. It depends on your player, right? And I think it depends on their strength, maybe their skill. I forget what the exact attributes are. But you're going to see times where they get it, times where they don't. This guy's a pretty good QB, so he's obviously going to probably get it more than other guys, right? Yeah, the clock prevents you from motioning all day. That's a good point, but that's where we landed. But the pre-snap motion stuff was very complicated to code because it was because the fact that we have audibles and you could switch plays around back and forth, and the way the game was created, it wasn't created to have motion as part of the original design, right? So we added motion in there, but I think we had to limit how many times you can do it, partly because it was just causing too many issues, right? And you really don't need to do it that many times. So we capped it, right? You got the motion there. Like I used to have it to where when you switch to an audible, you get it again, but it was causing issues, right? So keep that in mind, that was a limitation that we kind of had. Does Legend Bowl have spectator mode where you sim as a coach? Yep. You can sim as a coach. You can watch the games as a coach. I can show you that if you want. Speaking of the coach mode, if you turn on coach mode, which coach mode here, we actually now have an icon in the middle there. See, when it's off, it goes away. So that little coach sprite there, that's new. But if I wanted to coach a team, right? Let's just say we wanted to coach Detroit, right? I can go in here and you could do it with as many players as you want. You could do it 2-player. And you can sit there and you can pick your coaches. I mean, you can pick your plays from the coach. So, if I pick coach and I say, hey, I want to do a toss right or whatever this is, the AI is now taking over. The AI is going to take control of the game, and you can sit there and watch it. And they're going into motion there, and they're running off to the right. And that's coach mode, right? So you can use that. If you want to zoom out to see more of the field, let's say you want to pretend like you're in the sky boxes and you want to see your team and you're sitting there. Let's say you're the offensive coordinator and you want to actually see from the top view when they hike the ball. It'll zoom out for you, and it'll give you that high level view where you can see more of the field. And so coach mode is nice for you guys who don't want to mess up your hands on the stick. All right, what else do we have? Let's go into the gameplay. I'm all about gameplay. And the gameplay in this game has gotten a nice bump, right? I love this newspaper here. Anybody who loves football games, man, if you don't have this game, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you don't have a PC that runs it and you're waiting for consoles, then that's fine. You're gonna have to just wait for that, and I hope this does great on consoles. I know it's been a long time coming, trust me, and we're almost there. So if we look at the stats and we go to all-time leaders, this is the new screen we're talking about. So you got to go to stats, all-time leaders, and you can sit here and you can flip through all of these teams here, and the roster sheets here as well if you want to look through like the current guys to see where they are. So we threw that on this page as well. But you have all of these leaders from history, like the Legend Bowl history, right? And you have past TDs. It's cool the way the thing like slides from left to right. I love the way that looks. I thought that was kind of cool. And you can see all the teams that are in here, and all the players that are in here, and it shows you their names, and it shows you like the Hall of Fame, like Legend Bowl logo, because they could have been on different teams, right? And I think the way that it works is the last team that they were on shows their color, right? So like the guy in the top right, I think he's Minnesota. You know, bottom right probably is the Packers, right? KSO Sweets, that's a great name. So it like receivers, right? On top left, I don't know if is that going to be that's San Francisco, right? We all know who that probably is, right? So these guys are actually made. I'm pretty sure they're made from real historic players or from real life from the past, with obviously their fake info here. But these were all handcrafted legends of the game, of the real game, right? Like if we go to, but I don't know though, actually, because some of these might be fictitious as well. Might be a mixture, because I thought we had the guy from Ace Ventura in here, right? Didn't we have him in here? Or am I thinking of another roster? I forget what his name was. You guys know who that is, right? Later, Bobby. Thanks for coming through. Oh, those are the literal all-time leaders, right? Okay, so, and if we go into here and let's just sim like 3 weeks just to see what happens, right? You may actually get some leaders, because some of the leaders are like longest kick, right? Things like that could happen in any week, right? So like if we go to longest kick, yeah, nobody's in there yet. Punt long, kick points, that's not going to work. Interceptions, sacks, tackles. We got to sim an entire season, which we'll do that now. I mean, we got time. It sims pretty fast. Oh, I don't want to do this though. So we're going to have to, let's just back out of this. Let's skip the save. So I don't want to see the events, so we'll go ahead and kill that, and then we'll do it again, because I want to show you guys what it looks like when you have leaders that start to pop off. I guess I could just turn off the preloaded all-time leaders. One of those said QB Liberty. What happened there? I don't know what that. I don't know. I missed that. Yeah, Finkel. Oh, Finkel's in the base roster. That's right. Okay, that's where he is. I don't know what the QB Liberty part was. We're going to have to look at that. Let's take a note of that. What else we got here? I'm going to look at this chat here to see if I missed any questions or anything else while we're waiting. Has the fantasy draft been added? If not, are you interested in fantasy? Yeah, we do have a fantasy. It's not a fantasy draft. Well, do we have a fantasy draft? No, I don't think that we do. Maybe somebody can help Brandon Wallace. He asked that question. I know you can go into the roster from the main menu, and you can actually like literally just randomize and rebuild to a fictitious roster, but I don't think we don't have a draft that you can actually sit through. Let's take a look at this. So we did a lot of fixes with this stuff too. Some of this stuff wasn't really working right, so I don't think I put that in the notes, but maybe it's in there. But a lot of these Hall of Fame stats weren't really working the best. So we tuned this. So you're going to get better Hall of Fame, like end of year season award data than what it used to be. But let's take a look at some of these things here, because we may have gotten someone in here for this year's worth of stats. And we may not. It may not. It may take a little while, because I mean, it's the first year, right? So kick long. Yeah, we don't have anybody in there yet. Kick long. I thought kick long might be one. I don't see anything. So you probably have to, play a few seasons, but let's just sim this. Let's just get through. I don't want to go through the draft. So what I can actually do from here is these guys won. Yeah, this is a cool page, man. I like seeing the team photo. It's kind of nice. And you can switch the jerseys if you want to take a screenshot of them and put it on your PC. All right, let's back out of here. Let's skip the save. So now if you go to settings and you go to franchise mode and you turn this off, right? Now when you come in, if you go to stats, all-time leaders, there's nothing there yet, right? But as soon as you play the first week, and that's kind of cool too. So you have both options, right? You can come in here and you can say, I want to just see my guys. And now they're all in here. And that's pretty damn cool. And that's a way you can see literally the current league leaders, right? So we got Shane Ray as number 1. So if I go to league leaders, he's going to be, that's yards, right? So there he is here, right? So Shane Ray is, and then Beggs and Mathis, right? So Shane Ray, Beggs, and Mathis. So this is the yards, right? So you can kind of see it here. It's really cool. You see the team logos. You can see their names. You can see the top 12 players, which is all we can basically fit into each sheet. And it's enough players to get a good spread. And this is just beautiful. It's beautiful. I spent a lot of time on this page. And I think it turned out absolutely delightful. Like, this is going to add, like I told you, so much. There's just so much more now when you're playing franchise to just, I think, right? I think it is. Excuse me one sec. It just adds so much more depth and immersion, right? You could see these guys in real time with their real stats, or you can shoot for the all-time Hall of Fame goals. I mean, you have both options, and it's pretty damn cool to see. It's pretty cool to see, I have to admit. So that's all-time leaders. What else do we have here? Yeah, the team photos is pretty good, pretty dope. It's a nice little, it's a charming thing that we show. Like punt long 65, kick long 51. And trust me, part of the reason why this page is so great is because we also updated the sim stats too, right? So sim stats are great. Game stats in this game are pretty solid. Like, there's been a lot of time spent getting this game up to snuff. And this is all going to be included with the console versions when they come out. So anybody who's waiting for the consoles, just hold on a little bit longer. We're almost there. And when this game comes to consoles, we need everybody to tell everybody they know to pick up this game. And, and if the game does well enough, you're going to see this studio go on to bigger things, right? So this game's going to get, it's going to be on consoles, and it's going to be out there in the world, and hopefully people can see it. PC guys are out there too, but I don't think we have as many sports people playing on PC. Football guys, I don't know how many have gaming PCs. Not that you need a gaming PC, so for this, but it's hard to play on a laptop. But I'm just excited. I'm excited for this patch. You guys can go through all the notes and check it out. There's a lot there to look at and digest. There's a lot. It's a lot. It took me a while to write up the notes, and I was pretty amazed with what's in there. If you guys have any questions, go to the Discord. A lot of the conversations I have on Discord are all in private rooms that you guys can't see. The beta team, we talk a lot on there about the game and about things that we're doing. And but that community is very lively. If you guys don't see me on the main public channels as much, it's probably because I'm busy with the other private channels. But we do have a lot of discussions. But if you guys have any questions, if there's any bugs, any issues, anything that you need help with or want to learn, jump on the Discord. The link should be in the description below. If not, it's on the Steam page. Go check it out and have fun playing the game. This is a free release, another free release, right? If you bought the game on sale, great. If you bought it on early access, even better. The game has been improved over and over again, and I've probably done it I have done way more at no cost than I think anybody in the world's ever done, to be honest. Unless they've made millions and millions of dollars in their game, this is very rare to see this. So that's a gift to you guys, to the supporters of this game. Tell everybody you know, let's get this game to be successful, super successful, not only on PC, because this is out right now. Tell everybody you know. Do some streams. If you guys do videos on YouTube, whatever, get the word out. I could use all the help I could get. But when it goes to console, that's gonna be the big one. That's gonna be the big one. So hopefully it gets there. Was there anything else that we missed before we get off the stream here? I think that I covered some of the major highlights. Yeah, I'm excited about this. You know, I really am. I'm playing with a PlayStation controller, so I got the PlayStation icons on here, which I wish other games did. Like I'm playing the PGA Tour game. They don't have a way to just change your icons. You gotta deal with your computer controlling that, and it's like, okay, my computer doesn't like when I have my PS5 controller on there, so it just shows me Xbox. So that's kind of odd. But yeah, take a look at the update when you guys get a chance. I know it's the middle of the end of the workday for a lot of you guys. When you have time, pop it in and let me know what you think. If you haven't left a review for the game, leave a review. I think that I think we finally crossed the 700 mark. Yeah, we have 700 on the dot, 700 user reviews on the dot, and I'd love to get that to 1,000. We have 91% approval rating for this game, positive feedback. The people know about this game. If you play the game, you will enjoy it. I guarantee it. Have a great time, guys, with the game. Oh, defensive lineman. Yeah, I could check that out real quick. So defensive lineman, if we jump over to that side of it, I could show you a quick little tutorial. One of the things that we fixed as part of this update, because remember, this update was like the last push, and all the beta guys who are fanatics of the game, they hit me with all of the things they wanted, and we did as much as we could to get them all in there. But now, if you want to, I'm on coach mode. If in the previous builds, let me give you some history. In the previous builds, the linemen, the defensive lineman, it was very hard to break through and try to sack the QB, right? And with this update, now you have a better opportunity to do that. So we're gonna just go base man here, and I'm gonna try to pick somebody who's, this guy's not bad. Pick a star player. So I got beat up that time. Oh, they're gonna score a touchdown. Uh-oh. Let me bring this down a little bit. I like the camera on. I usually put it on medium, but I just want to see real quick before I go. I want to see. Oh, this guy's a 91. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to, let me change my guy. Who is that guy? Lawson, right? Left guard. So I'm going to change my left guard. Oh, I can't swap them around, right? Why is it showing he's a 79? Is that the right one? Oh, right guard. Why did I say left guard? Oh, I'm looking at guards. I'm so stupid. Left defensive end. Sorry. tired. Left defensive end, 86. So yeah, I can't really do anything about that. But let's see how well we can do. Remember, I'm playing on Superstar also. Do career leaders apply retroactively to seasons that have already been played in active franchises? No. I don't know. AK. I don't really know. You might want to play with that. I recommend starting over. But you can try it and see what happens. I don't remember if I did anything with that. Let's see. Okay, I beat him that time. See, like that actually was not a bad. I have more. It took a long time for me to get through, but there are also times where you can just instantly. I think you can instantly break through. And correct me if I'm wrong, View, if you're still here. I think you can instantly break through the block. Depending on how good your guy is versus the guy you're playing. I mean, we're literally playing against a really, really good. Let's see if we can take a look at some of these guys here. So this defense is terrible. I mean, I know who's good defense. The Buffalo team has a good defense. Who's got a horrible offensive line? I swear Buffalo has a horrible offensive line, to be honest. Yeah, they're not that great. So let's do that. Let's try to be a real practice situation here. Hey, thanks, AK. Block smash. But block smash is just, isn't it just where you tap the X button or whatever the A button, whatever the button is in the bottom, right? That's all it is, right? Let's try to be this dude. Yeah, see, I got beat up there. Depends on skill and strength of the DL you're using, I think. All right, yeah. We've added so much, I forget. But basically, the bottom line is if you jump on the game and you're actually controlling the defensive lineman, you have a better chance now to break. Uh-oh, he's going all the way. I'm not even going to be able to stop him. Oh, he's trying to get it dicey. Oh, he got it. If you, why does that look so fuzzy? See, I'm always looking at stuff. Maybe because the red. I don't know, it looks kind of fuzzy there, the end zones. Bottom line is if you try to control the lineman, now it's actually to your benefit. Like you'll actually be able to possibly break through. Like I almost got through there. So the timing of it's easier to do. In the previous versions of the game, it was almost impossible, damn near impossible to try to break through when you're controlling a player, a defensive lineman. And I'm gonna, yeah, see, there was smash. We just saw it right there. I smashed right through immediately. Actually, it was this guy, right? Yeah, Fam. He immediately, actually, he bulldozed through two guys right there. Boom, boom. So you have that opportunity to do that. As you can see, it doesn't happen every single time because then that would be super OP. That's another new piece of the game. Check out the notes though. Check out the notes. Take a look at it. The beta team's out there on Discord. If you have any questions, you guys are awesome at helping. I love you guys. I love everybody who's supported the game and who's out there. And even if you're just watching this video, man, thanks for watching. Go check out the update. I'm signing off. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy this. Get ready for consoles. The news is going to start coming soon, and it's going to get crazy. So get yourself ready for a new football game on your favorite console, and we will be here soon. So this is the console ready update. We're almost there, hopefully the next video, major video we do, will be more about console news. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your week. Enjoy some Legend Bowl football. Peace.
of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Show who's in charge, hit you with shoulder charge. Leader of the pack, leader of the squad. Right from the kickoff, I give it my all. You not the center of attention, take a hype, be gone. I'm official like a referee with whistle, super pixel. My potential sharp as pencil, got a missile. Drop back and I launch that. Hands good, so we caught that. Next play, they fall back. I tell them to move the chains. I got moves for days. I just do it my way. Sun, snow, or rain. Nobody seeing me. DBs is double teaming me. Speedy feet, free me up, leave me open, throw it for a TD easily. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. Yeah, I'm playing for keeps, I'm running it up, what you gon' do? I'm watching the rock, I'm making a stop, I'm coming through. No need to block, cause you can't stop a raging bull. Break out the huddle, make you fumble, return to your coach to humble, you sub you out, you underperforming. Me and my team is forming up a W. Any formation, no way or home field advantages. You get these damages, I'm in great stamina. We won championships, I'm racking up every season. Check out my resume, taking out your team on to the next, whoever's in my way. Rookie to an MVP, I'm always player of the game. Unanimous decision when they send me to the Hall of Fame. Hey, you can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on. You can't stop me, take it to the house and I'm gone. When I touch down, I hit the pylon. It's the making of a legend when the lights on. Another win, another ring, I got my eyes on.